What is happening, guys? Welcome back to Redbeard's Garage. And in the last episode, you've seen us modify the swing arm for the Duromax 500cc and a reverse gearbox. So we don't have the proper belt in yet, but this one's a little tight, so we may get a little creep to the go-kart, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to go ahead and see if we're going to clear everything on the chassis and get this mounted up today. So I'm going to roll my cherry picker over. We're going to jack this thing up, throw the tires on it, and roll it over to the chassis and get it all mounted up. I do have to make some spacers for the 3/4 inch heim joints. Remember, anything you see in this video that we're using in parts is always linked in the video description, and they help us continue to do these videos, so we appreciate it a ton. We're always trying to find affordable options to put down there now to help you guys save money in this hobby, so always check out the links. So let's get the cherry picker over here and get this 500cc Duromax slapped on. I'm really excited to see what this feels like. I think this is going to be a good competitor to try to get performance companies to make parts for, so we can have the ultimate big block for you guys to build. So let's get right into it. This is a little scary. All right, we're unclamping it. Easy does it. So we're picking it up with 1/3/8 bolt, going through the gas tank mounts. Seems like it's working. It's gonna slide. It's gonna slide a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. We have the swing arm suspended. All right, now we just gotta push it over to the other side of the garage and put the wheels on this hog. Guys, we're going to take a really quick break to talk about the sponsor of today's video, and that is Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarket has over 100 locations where you can go into their brick and mortar stores and buy steel. They have all types of steel, over 800 different varieties, and you can also get it shipped right to your doorstep. The biggest thing about getting it shipped to your doorstep is you can get everything cut to length, so if you're doing a certain project that you've done before or you already know your measurements, you don't have to waste the time and dirty up your shop cutting stuff. You can just put your order in right on their website. It'll arrive at your doorstep already ready to go for you to weld and build whatever you're building. They have shears, bandsaws, all types of machinery to do their cutting. They also have plasma cutters, laser cutters and stuff at certain facilities, but their biggest thing is mass production. If you want to get 200 6-foot long 2-inch pieces of tube, they can deliver it. If you go into the brick and mortar store, when we personally went and bought steel, we was in there no longer than 30 minutes. We put in our order, waited out in the parking lot for just a few minutes for them to cut everything. They helped us load it in the back of the truck, and we was back at the shop in no time. This is a big deal because our local metal supplier that we used to buy from, you can only buy in 20-foot sections. They won't even cut it anymore down there, so I have to take a bandsaw or an angle grinder, or I got to take my big 20-foot trailer. I'd rather just take my truck and use the bed, you know, because we get all of our sticks cut in half, so we have 10-foot sections, because on the chassis we're doing, we never need over 10-foot sections. It's a big headache now. So Metal Supermarket is going to be our go-to store. We have one about 30 minutes up the road, but again, if it's something we're not in a time crunch, we can just put an order in on metalsupermarkets.com and have it shipped right to our doorstep. So make sure to check out the links in the video description. They do help us continue to do these videos. Thank you so much, Metal Supermarket, your #1 metal provider. Check them out, and let's get back to the video. So I knew I'd run into some issues with this engine further back like this. Normally it was probably another 6 inches forward. So this bar here is in the way. We can't cut too much off back here because of the panhard bar location. So what I'm going to do is just cut this straight alongside these bars for now, If we have to, I can go even wider and just add some new uprights. That's not a big deal. It's just notch tubing that I can cap off where I cut. So I'm gonna cut these off real quick. I'm gonna throw a blanket or something, not get metal chips in there. And then we'll see if I can lower this down. The shocks are bolted up to the top of the chassis. Now at the bottom we have the swing arm bolt in. So we just need to get our panhard bar to clear and the engine, make sure at full tilt and everything, it's gonna clear everything. If not, we're gonna have to cut more of this out and do something different with the panhard bar. So the panhard bar is definitely going to hit. So what I'm going to do is build like 1 inch or 1.5 inch spacers to push the panhard bar out, and that should be good enough. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good. But like I said, it's no big deal if we got to cut this stuff off. I just don't know about the air filter box with all this like this. So we're going to try our best. So the new 500cc does have a different style exhaust flange. So we traced this out on a piece of steel and made us an exhaust flange. Then we put it on the go-kart and started lining up where the exhaust is going to be. Now because the chassis is really weird, we had to D-shape or kind of oval shape our exhaust for the flange to clear the bolts. So now I'm going to tack this in several places to this. I got my lines on there to line it all up. And just make sure the port's lined up, get this tacked on, then we can make the rest on the go-kart.
Wow, these are very nice.
Oh, shoot. And just like that, we done. Oh, yeah. It was idle time. This thing is loud. So we got everything done. I got my brassiere, my filming brassiere on. This ain't too loud. It's like a punch.
The exhaust looks sweet though.
Nah, something could break. So,
Better to get it on camera.
Yeah. Alright, this ain't gonna work.
She's as ugly as ever.
This is too low. I have to do full-blown nipple mount. Alright.
Pick them bad babies up.
We got the gearbox working. Brake.
I thought he was gonna punch it.
Lord have mercy. It feels like a big block. This footage is gonna be trash. we got to go shut it off.
Oh, great.
Good, choke it.
Chain's flopping. Grab it again. What?
Chain's flopping?
Yeah.
I was thinking we never fully tightened up the chain tensioners. Like the tensioner was pushed, but we never locked them down.
Ah.
That could be something we need to do real quick. Okay, so we're gonna look it over and change that. I think the CVT.
It looks a little floppy, the chain does.
Yeah, it probably just loosened. It never skips the teeth though, but it doesn't feel. Let's face it, I'm used to the 999cc, the YZ. You know.
Yeah.
Start messing with big boy stuff.
It's a baby.
So you're saying this? Oh, that's super floppy. Did this come that loose? Couldn't have.
Or when we did the engine, no? Because it's not going to the engine.
No, that's extremely loose. Surely it didn't stretch. I mean, it could have, but I highly doubt it.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And that's plenty of belt slack, more than you'd want.
So it should be going into gear.
Yeah, that's what's weird. It's like, it's got a finicky, like this pulley could be, the spring needs preloaded more.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that today. I can tell you that. But it ain't that big deal. We just loosen this shock, pull it out of the way, and take the pulley off. Like, I think we can even get the belt off. Yeah, without. But that should be a little tighter. I mean, it'll work right there, but.
Soon after.
All right, tighten the chain. Got a GoPro on. Don't sound good. bad. Oh,
That looked rough.
that was horrible.
Look at the front. You dug it into the ground.
The knees, the pain. I'm seeing stars. I hit my head, but not like, I wouldn't think like concussion hard. Oh, the knee slammed into those bars. Woo! Look at the carnage.
Oh yeah, you scalped it.
The tires are so far under it. It's just, did you get it good?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
I'm gonna feel that for a while.
I'm having to do like this. I can't see the screen at all.
Oh yeah, it's so, the sun's so bright. Yeah, that was a hard hit. Oh, you know, it's one of those hits where you just gotta keep walking. It actually feels better if I stop, but I don't want to stop.
Yeah, walk it off.
Uh,
Run from the pain.
So the power of it it feels like a big block, like it, you know, it doesn't feel. My head hit something. I mean, I guess the roll cage.
Windshield wiper, maybe, or rear view mirror.
For sure, what it hit. But
windshield wiper.
On.
What am I talking about?
But it feels so. I don't miss a stock carb. I don't miss a stock carb, that's for sure, because the governor keeps pulling it back, so you gotta push it. You're literally pushing that pedal like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it does feel good. I need to figure out why the diff does not
jerks in the gear.
It could be one of those things. Some of these gearboxes don't like the shift, like they don't have synchronizers. So that means when it's sitting there running in neutral, it don't want, like a golf cart's not meant to shift on the fly.
You turn it off, put it in reverse.
Yeah, and it ain't like you're going to reverse that often.
Aubrey's old go-kart, you always had to do that.
The orange one, yeah. I think it'll be fun putting a different carburetor on it. I just don't like stock carbs because you just got to or if we just delete the governor is what I'm saying. Yeah. Stock carb is fine. I just think deleting the governor will make a big difference. I've jumped this thing like that before, but I never nosedived that hard. It was a hit. Like it freaking. Oh,
I instantly was like, oof.
It just wants to creep. I don't know why. The CVT is definitely one of the issues. Those 780s are real soft from factory, those Chinese 780s, and that's what mainly is. Go easy. So Lonnie says I got a pompous moose on my.
You want to show them?
Yeah, show 'em.
The bottom.
Like this angle.
Oh yeah, you can see it in the camera.
So it didn't hurt like my knee did. Like it was just like you got dead leg.
Yeah.
Under the kneecap, like in that soft spot. And then Lonnie goes and does it right after I saw you hit that hill, and I was like, oh gosh. That's the only problem with this front end so far back. It's not it doesn't handle bad, but it doesn't handle great.
It's
you know?
darty.
Yeah.
Even on the driveway, it was wanting to kick back and forth.
The rear end's darty.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's that a semi-independent doesn't work. Like if we put a Watts link on it, it would be world of a difference. Watts link would almost get rid of all the side movement. But it's as that thing's going through the travel, it's drawing it to one side, which makes it isn't like unrideable darty. We've had worse.
I had fun.
The 999's worse front end on that thing.
Oh yeah.
It makes it.
Well, it's worse when it's the front end, not the rear end, because the rear end kind of pulls itself back in line. When the front end's darty, it's whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it isn't horrible. He said it's shifting good now, so that's awesome. Maybe the transmission just needs to get broke in a little bit. I didn't ever. We got to zip tie some stuff up. The throttle cable's dangling. The shifter cables are hanging near the tire. That'd have been. But I did cut my knee up a little bit, but it ain't bad. I was seeing little stars, like not many, but 6 or 7.
I'd say it was from your head. Even though
No, yeah,
knee
that
hurt
was,
worse.
yeah. But so Duromax 500, it feels good, but how would you rate it above like when we did the 459 versus the 440 or 420? I think it feels close to the same.
Yeah, it feels similar.
But I mean, we can't judge it completely because we had 6 to 8 gearing ratio. We have a 6 gearing ratio. That's a big difference. I couldn't buy the sprocket that I needed.
Governor. I mean,
we had on both.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we had when we tested 459. So I think it's really close to the 440's power. Like you're not going to throw this on and be like, well, they're only claiming 2 horsepower difference. So I mean, that's not going to make you feel like you're in a race car. But I believe the performance gains in the future would be more dramatic because of the bigger ports on the head, the bigger carburetor, stuff like that. So I think this is a good candidate. I can't believe it didn't knock that air filter off because at max squat, it barely touches this. That cat, by the way, just showed up one day.
It's got a collar, but it thinks it lives here now.
Yeah, we named her Stovepipe. Everything's working good. I may take it back through the woods, but she's a success. So now we need to start lining up valve springs. I don't trust the flywheel at all. I don't trust any flywheel, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to check out the links in the video description for everything we used on this build, including the 500cc. The 500cc is a little bit more expensive than the 440. Me personally, it's hard to judge this engine because we had a lower gearing ratio with the 459 and the 440 before, so of course it felt better at a 6.8 to 1. Now we're running a 6.0 to 1. We're going to slap in some valve springs, remove the governor, keep factory carb, and then retest it in the next video, and I think that will be a huge jump. Make sure to check out Metal Supermarkets linked in the video description. You can find all your steel from them. Get it shipped right to your door, or you can go pick it up local. Awesome place. If you have a DXF file that you've drawn up, they can cut it out with a plasma, laser, water jet, depending on the facility. So make sure to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, and God bless.